The US's National Security Agency has been using the world's biggest internet companies to spy on foreigners. Leaked documents suggested the NSA was tapping directly into the servers of firms like Google, Facebook and Apple. The head of the agency confirmed it has been collecting information, but only about non-US citizens. On Thursday, it was revealed the NSA has been monitoring the phone records of millions of Americans. Well, joining us live now from California, San Jose, is Declan McCullough. He's a writer for CNET, a tech website in the US. And Declan, there's so much confusion over what exactly the NSA are accessing. I mean, if I'm a 20-something guy living in the United Kingdom with no connection to any terrorist group, should I be worried that my Facebook messages are being read by agents in the US?
Oh, possibly. I mean, this is the NSA's goal in a way. It's in theory to spy on non-U.S. citizens. That's foreigners. Now, that's okay if you're a U.S. citizen, but if you're living overseas, then, yeah, you might be getting spied on. The only solace is that foreign intelligence agencies spy on Americans as well. The difference is that a lot of the world's communications, especially email and social networking streams, flow through right here where I am in Silicon Valley.
Would these companies like Google, Apple, Facebook necessarily know about it if the NSA were accessing this information? Because they've actually remained pretty quiet over all of this.
Well, there are a few reports in the last 5 or 6 hours that said the NSA has kind of backdoors into the servers. Direct connections is the language to Google and Apple and Facebook and Yahoo and Microsoft, pretty much all of the major companies. But these leaks, or the reports seem based on a leaked presentation. And I was looking at the presentation, and I'm not convinced that this is done with the cooperation of the companies. It seems like there are other explanations, like the NSA is tapping the backbone links, the AT&Ts and Verizons. We've known about AT&T and NSA cooperation for a decade or so. And then they can assemble this, and then people, NSA analysts can then query this database. But we're in the early stages of trying to figure out what's going on here. We won't know more for days or weeks, probably.
Right. So what in these recent revelations by the Guardian paper has most surprised you?
Well, it's a good question. I think it's kind of the blasé way in which U.S. intelligence officials are saying, yeah, of course. I mean, this is what we're doing. Why are you even surprised? But in reality, I think a lot of Americans are surprised because the National Security Agency and the U.S. intelligence apparatus have a lot of power, but they're not supposed to spy on American citizens. What we found out in the last 24 or 36 hours is that they're doing just that. The Verizon court order that was confirmed by 2 senators today talks not about international to international calls, but about domestic calls.
Okay, Declan McCullough, very interesting there. Thank you for joining us.